Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
His first carry of the ball game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. On 1st down, McFarland. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. They'll try and get it with Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2.
So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running with McFarland, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 42 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Dolphins nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now a run with McFarland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, McFarland. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's McFarland. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37.
He's brought down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
McFarland, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Now a run with Geis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Terrell Edmonds.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The extra point.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, this is Geis. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down, Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. McFarland once more. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
Out of the gun, Geis. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
1-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the
ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Steelers 14.
Again, McFarland. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's McFarland. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
10-yard line.
On 2nd down now. McFarland, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run it with Balaj, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Dolphins 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Now, a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run here with McFarland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ball carrier.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Balaj. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. McFarland running out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Running with McFarland. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Incomplete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.